It was late at St. Sebastian High, long after the last campaign poster had peeled from the hallway walls. The debate stage, usually bright with ambition and ego, now sat quiet under the pale glow of the exit sign. Peyton Hobart stayed behind, sitting at his podium, rehearsing lines for tomorrow's final debate. He spoke softly to the empty chairs, his voice sharp, confident, almost mechanical. The sound of someone who had learned that love was never as reliable as achievement. Then, the door creaked open. River Barkley stepped in, damp from the rain, carrying that effortless calm that made even silence feel warm. "You shouldn't still be here," Peyton said without looking up. "The janitor's gonna think you're running for valedictorian of detention." River smiled, setting his bag down. "Maybe I just wanted one last debate with you. No judges, no audience, just us." Peyton scoffed, but there was a tremor in his tone. River always had that effect on him. A quiet, disarming kindness that felt more dangerous than any political rival. "You always say that before you crush me with kindness," Peyton murmured. "And you always take it as war instead of love," River replied. The words hung there, heavy and fragile.
Peyton looked up, his practiced composure faltering. "You think love is easy, don't you? That it's some speech you can memorize and perform until people applaud?" River took a step closer, his eyes steady. "No," he said softly. "I think love is when you stop performing. And Peyton, I've never seen you do that." For a moment, neither of them moved. Outside, the rain began to fall harder, tapping against the windows like a metronome keeping time with their hearts. Peyton turned away, staring at the empty rows of chairs. "You don't get it," he whispered. "I need to win. If I don't win, I don't exist." River's voice broke the stillness, tender but unshaken. "You exist right now. When you look at me like that, when your voice shakes and your hands forget to act perfect, that's you. That's the person I fell for." Peyton's breath hitched. He had spent so long constructing himself from ambition and armor that he didn't know how to be seen without it. "You make it sound like love is supposed to save us," he said. River smiled sadly. "Maybe it can't save us," he admitted, "but it can make losing bearable." He took another step forward, close enough now that Peyton could see the reflection of the fluorescent lights in his eyes. Peyton laughed under his breath, half broken, half sincere. "You know, tomorrow I'll still try to beat you." "Good," River said. "I'd be disappointed if you didn't." "And if I win?" Peyton asked. River tilted his head. "Then kiss me like a winner. And if you win, then kiss me like a loser."
There was a pause, the kind of silence that happens only once in a lifetime, when both people realize they're standing on the edge of something that will change them forever. Then, without another word, Peyton leaned forward and kissed him. The world outside blurred, the rain, the neon, the unspoken future, everything dissolved into the electric stillness of that moment. When they pulled apart, River smiled softly, his eyes bright but knowing. "Whatever happens tomorrow," he said, "don't forget who you were tonight." The next morning, the debate began as planned. Cameras rolled, students cheered, and slogans echoed through the gymnasium. Peyton and River stood at their podiums, rivals by design, yet bound by something far more real than politics. To everyone else, they were competitors, but in the quiet spaces between questions, their eyes met, a silent confession that neither victory nor defeat could erase. That night, after the applause faded, Peyton sat alone again on the empty stage. He traced his finger along the edge of the podium, remembering how River's hand had felt against his. He had won the debate, technically, on paper. But in some quiet, inexplicable way, it didn't feel like victory. It felt like missing a heartbeat he'd just learned he had. Maybe River was right. Maybe love couldn't save them. But it had made the losing and the winning feel human. And for Peyton Hobart, the boy who built his life on being untouchable, That was the closest thing to salvation he'd ever known. Outside, the rain began again, soft and steady, as if the world itself was applauding the two boys who had learned that sometimes the greatest debate isn't about power, it's about the courage to be seen.